Welcome to 365 Christian Men, where every day we aim to inspire and encourage with real-life stories about men. August 12th, Doug Smail. Doug Smail, a left-winger, played in the National Hockey League for 13 seasons, from 1980 through 1993. Doug is a man who loves God. He also loved hockey, but he loved his family more. On this date, in 1990, at a Christian training camp, Doug dedicated his son Cody to God. Today's story focuses on Doug and Cody.
You can't outrun the pain, so charge into it and stay in the game. Doug Smail held his son Cody's hand. Since his mother left, 9-year-old Cody often held Doug's hand. "Let's go for a walk, buddy," Doug said. Losses had piled up. Because his wife demanded it, Doug left the pro hockey career that he loved. But when he had confronted her on the ongoing affair, his wife chose divorce. She left and the kids were devastated. Doug liquefied his assets, and while the money lasted, he would be a stay-at-home dad and help his children heal. As Doug and Cody wandered through a nearby field, Cody held on tight. "What you thinking about, Daddy?" Doug lifted his tear-filled eyes to the blue sky. "Oh, buddy, I was thinking of how great it would be to grab Anna, you, and Mom and just go to heaven." Cody was silent. Then he tugged on Doug's hand. "That would be great, Daddy, but we're still here, and that means Jesus must have some work for us to do." Cody was right. Doug had to stay in the game. 12 years later, Doug sat next to Cody's hospital bed. The hand that Doug held now was man-sized. Machines ensured Cody's next breath, but his brain no longer functioned. Though they had resuscitated him, Cody had succeeded at taking his life. When Cody was a baby, Doug had whispered Numbers chapter 6, verses 24 through 26. "The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace." As Cody grew and life confused him, he often asked for his blessing. Doug whispered it again. Evening came. The clock ticked to 9. Cody's and Doug's hockey number. Hospital personnel unplugged life support. For 20 minutes, Cody labored to breathe. In this moment, as Doug fought to keep his composure, he looked at his son and said, "Cody, we want you here. We love you. You are our world. Buddy, everyone thinks getting my NHL contract was the best thing that happened to me. But you were the best thing that ever happened. If you want to go, I was there when you accepted Jesus. It's okay to go home." Cody took 2 long breaths. Then he was gone. The agony of suicide's godless evil could not be appeased. Doug's pain was excruciating, empty, and hopeless. But Doug had to stay in the game. Psalm 34, 17 and 18. "The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and he saves those who are crushed in spirit." In hockey, you seldom score from the perimeter. You skate into the center, you take the hits, and you get the shot. Doug couldn't outrun the pain, so he charged into the chaos. He was real, honest, and raw. Looking to God's truth, Doug fought for the intellectual capacity to stand against the woulda, coulda, and shoulda accusations. Doug didn't run from the grief. He put in the headphones to be with Cody, and he lost himself in Cody's music. He relived memories. Baby Cody, after a bath, snuggled into Doug's bare chest. Deep thinking Cody, full of questions. Cool teen Cody, who had welcomed the outcasts. Cody on the ski slope, on the rink, at the beach. One of Doug's hardest battles was to reconcile the evil of suicide with the grace of heaven. For 3 months, Doug charged into the fear. He screamed at God, "Let me know he's okay." And God did. One night, Doug asked, "Why does this hurt so much?" One of Doug's children said, "It's because you love so deep." That's Christ, Doug thought. Today, Doug says there's no answer for the pain of tragedy. But you have to run into the chaos. You have to stay in the game. What pushes you out of the game? You can't outrun the pain. So charge into it and stay in the game.
Thank you for listening to today's story. Every day of the year, our hope is to inspire you with real-life stories of faithful men who have gone before us. Hebrews 12:1 says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin that so easily ensnares us. Let us run with endurance the race that is set before us." Join us tomorrow for another story at 365christianmen.com.